Today we will discuss this pattern. So pattern number 15 we are going to discuss today. So we will discuss how to write Java program to print this pattern. Okay. So we'll observe this pattern first. See, if you observe this pattern, how the rows and columns in this pattern is. See, if you observe the rows or ending say like 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, right? If you observe each row, these rows are starting. If you observe rows starting elements 7 6 5 4 3 2 1, these are in the decreasing order. Okay, rows are in the decreasing order, and the elements in the each row, how the elements in the each row, first row elements, if you observe, these are in the decreasing order, right? If you observe the elements in the second row, these are in the decreasing order. If you observe rows in the third, if you observe the numbers in the third row, these are in the decreasing order, right? So like that. So rows are in the decreasing order, and the elements in the each row are also in the decreasing order, right? So first we will try to just print the pattern with the elements only, without any spaces. Okay, we will discuss about spaces later. Okay, so I'm trying to write the Java program to print only the pattern with the numbers without any spaces. Okay, so this is a class, right? So this class should be accessible anywhere. That's why I'm writing public class. So it's a public class pattern 15. Okay, it's showing error because we have to declare the package. Declaration should be there. Package command. Main method I have written. I'm writing scanner class to enter the elements. Like I want to give the number of rows as input from the keyboard. That's why I'm writing here scanner class. So scanner out, system out in. You can do Control Shift O, otherwise this import statement. Okay, so after that I want to show this message in the console, like how many rows you want in this pattern. Sorry. Okay. How many rows you want to? How many rows you want? Okay, how many rows you want? Otherwise, just okay. Whatever message you want for understanding in the console. Okay, and next, so whatever the number I'm entering from the keyboard, I am storing it in a n variable. Okay, so after that, what should I write? Here is your output. output pattern just before printing the output. Okay, now so we have seen, right, how what is the output pattern we want. We want the pattern like rows in the decreasing order and the columns also decreasing order. Like for rows I we will use, right, for each row we will declare I, right? So I should be in the decreasing order and the elements in the each row are in the decreasing order. So we have to write j minus minus, I minus minus and j minus minus. For rows, for I'm writing for int one second. So it's a decreasing order, right, from maximum number to, for int I equal to n I. So now 7, right? So I 7, suppose I 7, then I should be greater than or equal to 1 I minus minus, right? This is the decreasing order of the rows. Okay, now in the each row I have to print the elements, right? That's why I'm writing for int so the elements in the each row also in the decreasing order, the elements in the each row are also in the decreasing order. So into j equal to, suppose, so j is equal to I, right? So from the 7 to 1 in the decreasing order elements, right? If you see this pattern, output pattern, the elements are starting from 7 and ending with 1, right? So equal to I j greater than or equal to 1 j minus minus, because the elements are in the decreasing order. Now sort of just j element I have to print. So this is the normal pattern, just with the numbers without any spaces. Just with the numbers I am trying to print this pattern. Okay, so we will see how the output will look like. So here is the console. I am entering 7 as input. Oh, okay, sorry, here I should write element should be in same line, right? So I have to write here print statement, and after printing the elements in the same row, it should come to next line, right? So another sort I have to write. After closing these outer loop and inner loops, I have to close the scanner class also to avoid any resource leaks. So now I am trying to see the output. How many rows you want? 7 rows, suppose. See, so this is what I want, right? If you see this output pattern we want, right? If you compare this, this is the pattern we want and this is the pattern we got. 7651. Okay, so we got all the numbers in the pattern. Okay, whichever we want output pattern, like that only we got all the elements got printed, but except what is the difference, except the spaces between the numbers and the space in the starting of the each row, right? So we will now focus on the spaces between the numbers in the each row and the spaces in the starting of the each row. Okay, so now I am trying to write the another for loop to print the spaces between the elements and from the starting of the each row except first row, right? So for So how the spaces, if you observe the spaces order, see here there is no space, here 1 space, 2 space, 3 space, 4 space, 5 space, 6 spaces, 6 number spaces, right? So much if you observe spaces are in the increasing order, here one number of spaces, 2 number of spaces, 3 number of spaces, right? 7 6 5. So the spaces are in the increasing order, right? For int j equal to 1, j less than or equal to n minus I am writing, okay? As it is in the increasing order, I am writing j plus plus. I don't want the ln statement, I want only print because I want to print the spaces, the each row. Only one space I want, only space I want, right? Okay, now so why I have written here like this is so numbers are in the increasing order, so j is equal to 1 I have declared from 1 to 7 number of spaces, right? Rows are in the increasing order, so starting from 1 I have taken. So 1 less than or equal to, in the first row it should not print any spaces, right? So 1 less than or equal to n minus I means 7 minus 7, 0, right? 1 less than or equal to 0, this condition will fail for first row, right? When I equal to 7, see, when I equal to 7, it should not print any spaces in this row. 7 is not having any space before that, right? It should not print any space before 7. That's why I should not print any space for only when I equal to 7. So that's why it should fail, this loop should fail. That's why to fail that this, to get fail this inner for loop, I have written like this. So 1 less than or equal to 7 minus 7, 0, right? 1 less than or equal to 0, this condition is false. That's why it will not print any space for I equal to 7, means first row. When I equal to 6, j is equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 7 minus 6, right? 1 means 1 less than or equal to 1 less than or equal to 1, this condition is true. That's why it will print the space. Again j plus plus 1 plus 1, 2, 2 less than or equal to 2 less than or equal to 1, this condition is true for I equal to 6, right? 2 less than or equal to 1, this condition is false, so it will print only one space for the I equal to 6, means for second row, like that. That's why I have taken this condition like this. So the spaces will be in the increasing order. In the first row no space, in the second row 1 space, in the third row 2 spaces, like that it will print. Okay, we will see now how the output will come. Run as, sorry, okay, yeah, correct. So see, right? In the first row, if you observe, there is no space before 7, but in the second row it is having space. In the third row it is having two number of spaces, 1 number of spaces, 2 number of spaces, 3 number of spaces, 4 number of spaces, 6 number of spaces, right? Like this. Now we want space between the each elements and the space between each element. Now here space also one element, right? Before 6, space is one element. Before 5, 2 spaces are there, means 2 elements are there. We are considering spaces also like elements, right? So to print the spaces between the each elements, like between the spaces here also, we need to add one more space. Okay, so I'm adding one more space here and here between the numbers, plus. Okay, because we want this pattern, right? We want space between each elements of the rows. That's why I have added space. Running, right? We got the output pattern. See, this is what we want, right? 7 6 5 4 3 2 1 1 4 3 2 1 3 2 1 and 1, like this. Okay, okay, if you okay, I'll show you in debug mode. Okay, I am putting here the debug points. Okay, if you double click you will get these debug points. Debug, guys, Java application. How many rows you want? 7, right? So I'm just trying to bring the variables here. Okay, see, this is the code and these are the variables, right? Okay, I'm going below. See, if you see this, this is the console. Okay, see, now I equal to how much here? 7, right? So 7 greater than or equal to 1. This condition is true. Okay, that's why it will come to inner loop to print the spaces. Okay, step over I'm doing. So j equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 7 minus 7, 1 less than or equal to 0, right? 1 less than or equal to 0, this condition is false. That's why it will not print the space, it will come to next for loop to print the numbers. See, it has not went to this statement because this condition is will fail here. Okay, so for first row it will not print any space, it will directly come to printing of numbers loop. Okay, so here j is equal to I is equal to 7, right? And now j is equal to 7, j is equal to 7, 7 greater than or equal to 1, it will print a number 7. It will print number 7. See, it has printed number 7, right? So till this loop will fail, it will rotate in this loop only. Once this condition will fail, then only it will exit from this loop, right? So now 7 minus 1 6, 6 greater than or equal to 1, it will print 6. See, now 6 minus 1 5, 5 greater than or equal to 1, this condition is true and it is printing the number 5. Till this condition will fail, right? Means 5 4 3 2 1, till one number it will print and it will come to the next line. See, 6 5 4 3 2 and 1, right? 1 greater than or equal to 1 also true, that's why it will print this one number also. After printing 1 minus 1 0, right? So 0 greater than or equal to 1, this condition is false, right? That's why it will directly come to the next line. See, if you came to, it's came to new line. Okay, again now I equal to how much? 6. Okay, say now I equal to 6, it will become, say I equal to 6. So for I equal to 6, j is equal to 1 and 1 less than or equal to 7 minus 6 1, right? 1 less than or equal to 1, this condition is true, that's why it will print the space for the second row. After that it will print the number. Okay, now one space can see, if you observe this cursor, it is showing one space, it has printed one space, and after printing the space it came to this loop. So j is equal to 1, j is equal to, what is the I value? 6, j is equal to 6, 6 greater than or equal to 1, it will print 6 greater than or equal to, this is true, right? 6 greater than or equal to 1 is true, so that's why it will print 6. So say till 1 it will print the numbers, because 6 greater than or equal to 1, 5 greater than or equal to 1, 4 greater than or equal to 1, true, 3 greater than or equal to 1, true, 2 greater than or equal to 1, true, 1 greater than or equal to 1, true. After that 0 greater than or equal to 1, condition will fail, that's why it will come to next line. So up to 1 it will print. See, yeah, so this is printing 3, 2, right, and 1. After printing 1, condition will fail. 1 minus 1, 0 greater than or equal to 1, that's why it will come to next. Okay. Now what is I value? I value is 5 and j value is 1. Okay, like this. Now it will print 2 spaces and after that numbers. Okay, this is how it will debug. Okay, so now for the 1 2 3 4 5 6th row, I equal to 2, j is equal to 5. See, it has printed 2 and 1 element. Okay, so for I equal to 1, it will print how many spaces? 6 spaces, right? That after printing that it will close, because 1 minus 1, 0, 0 than or equal to 1, this condition will fail, that's why it will exit from the program. Okay, this is how this program will work. Hope you understand. If you have any doubts, comment below. Thank you.